Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach, and today I'm talking about how to get a girlfriend if you're a lonely man. So the first thing that I want to get into in this video is the paper that was done, I think in 2011. And it's a popular one that a lot of coaches use here online. Corey Wayne talks about this one a lot, and it's women are attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. Okay. So what does that mean? Okay. Now, it doesn't mean that you jerk women around. It doesn't mean that you're mean or you're cold to them. That's not what that means. What this means is you keep your cards close to your chest and wait for the woman to reveal hers first. So when you're going out on dates with women and you're meeting women, let her be the one to bring up the topics of romance, love, bonding, connection. Let her be the one to bring up those things, okay, first. Okay, let her be the first one to say, oh, I really, really like you, or I really love you, something, those kinds of things. And just when you go on a date with a woman, just let your main goal to have fun, to have a great time with her, to get her to laugh, just to be silly, just to be goofy, just, find that energy of like, where you're like best friends. When you're like a kid and you first, you met someone at the park, or you met someone at school, or kindergarten or something like that, or nursery, and you would just instantly just be bonded, right? Because you're just like playing like it was like nothing, right? Like you didn't have much, there wasn't much ice breaking going on. You just automatically like really just hit it off. And it's, first of all, it's kind of tricky to find women who are like that, who you can have that special bond with, but that's the bond that you're searching for anyway. Okay, that's what you're looking for when you go out on a date. Not only are you looking for a woman who you're attracted to and she's attracted to you, but you've also got to have this bond of fun and just getting on really well. Getting on like a house on fire, if you want to use that analogy, right? You want to get on really, really well and to be able to be fun and goofy like your best friends, acting like you guys are best friends and inseparable. Okay, because if you're acting like that, then you will become inseparable. Okay, if you can have that amount of fun and that kind of energy with. Right, so that's what you're searching for. So if you're lonely and you're watching this video and you want a girlfriend, that's what you've got to be aiming for. You've got to be aiming for a woman like that, a woman that you're attracted to, and she's attracted to you back, and you get on really, really well, super well, right? And you can just have fun and just have a great time. So when you go out on a date with a woman and she happens to not have that kind of energy, and maybe you're trying to be funny, trying to be silly, trying to be goofy, and she's just not having any of it, then you know that it's time to move on, okay? Because one of the best ways that you can actually attract women, okay, is by having a certain set of standards, okay? Because women can sense men who have no standards and will literally go for any woman that walks, basically, and men who are kind of a little bit more choosy, a little bit more picky, okay? Now, you don't have to be super picky, but you've got to be picky enough that you've got your own set of standards. Like, for example, perhaps you don't want to be with a woman who's cheated on past boyfriends because you don't want to be cheated on. Perhaps you want to find a woman who's really compassionate and kind and sweet. Perhaps you want to find a woman who's a good communicator and she's not passive aggressive. And you also want to find a woman who's a great companion, who can make you laugh and you can make her laugh easily, and you two can be like best buddies, right? As well as having that, obviously, that romantic relationship, that intimacy. Okay, and I promise you, you can find a girlfriend like that, and I can guarantee it. Okay, because dating is just a mathematical certainty. Okay, the more women you date, the more women you meet, the more likely it is that you're going to find a woman that you really, really like, and she really likes you as well. Because the idea is not just to find any old woman and just to get laid. The idea is to find a woman who thinks the sunshine blows out of your arsehole. Okay, you want to find a woman who thinks you're the bee's knees, the best thing since sliced bread, if you want to use all those analogies. That's what you're searching for. Okay, who thinks that you're the greatest and you think that she's great too, and you're attracted to her, and she, not only are you the whole package for her, but she's the whole package for you. Okay, and it's a mathematical certainty that you can find a woman like that, just like that, if you go out on enough dates and if you talk to enough women, and if you just if you just never give up. If you never give up, I promise you will find the woman of your dreams. I promise. It's a certainty. Okay? But a lot of guys give up because a lot of people get tired of dating, and it's easy to see why. It's frustrating when, let's say, you go out on a date with a woman and you really like her and you think she really likes you, and then all of a sudden she ghosts you. It's frustrating to have that happen to you time and time again. But I promise you that that it's all for you, okay? This is, you should take it as a learning curve and a learning experience and a learning curve in perseverance. Okay, now that doesn't mean that you need to persevere with the women that don't like you or are rejecting you or ghosting you, but you need to persevere with meeting new women, because the more women you meet, the more likely it is that you're going to meet the love of your life. It's just it's a mathematical certainty. It's just the law of probability in action, okay? So, for example, I can illustrate this with this YouTube channel, which is obviously slightly different because it's not with people. But I've made over 1,000 videos on this YouTube channel, and most of them were not very successful, right? I only have like a few hits, okay? But I kept on uploading videos to YouTube. I kept on doing it. I kept on persevering. And because of that, I've managed to reach nearly 50,000 subscribers here on YouTube. And of course, as well, thank you guys so much for subscribing. If you're not subscribed, it would really help me out if you did. So thank you so much. Thank you. But as you can see, like it's a perseverance game, and it's the same with dating. If you're struggling with dating, if you feel like you're not very good looking, and that's the reason why you don't get women, then you're probably gonna have to go out on more dates than the average guy. But I see it all the time. I see guys who are average looking. I see guys who are below average looking, and they still have girlfriends and wives and kids. Okay, so it's not necessarily, the way that you look, if that's the issue that you're personally facing. Okay, if you feel like you can't get women because of how you look, more than likely, that's not the issue. The issue is you feel like you're not good looking enough. And therefore, because you feel like you're not good looking enough, you then display lack of confidence. Okay, and because you're not confident, not a lot of women are going to be attracted to you. But it's because of your belief. It's because of your belief that you're not good looking enough. Okay? And because you believe you're not good looking enough, you act in ways that are unconfident. Okay? So if you feel a certain way about yourself, you're going to subconsciously, you may not even realize that you're acting and behaving and looking at women, and your body language is all displaying that lack of self-confidence. Okay? Whereas if you pretended that you're confident, then you would have a little bit more luck. Okay, because that's how your belief is. Okay, because what you'll find is the inside mirrors the outside. So if you feel ugly, if you don't feel attractive to women, then you're going to be behaving and acting in ways and talking to women in a certain way that shows that belief. Okay, and you may not even be aware of it. Okay, whereas if you begin to feign confidence, at least fake it, you will then have a little bit more success with women because you're acting confident even though it's a pretense. Okay, and of course as well, you can actually build your confidence up so you genuinely feel confident in yourself and you genuinely feel good looking, and if you feel that way and you pretend and you get to a place where you actually feel like you're a catch, then you'll have even more success with women because the inside mirrors the outside. And you can see this all the way through your life when you've had, let's say, for example, you woke up and you felt really bad in the morning. More than likely, the rest of your day will be that way. Because that's how you believe, that's how you feel on the inside, and the inside mirrors the outside. Whereas if you woke up and you felt really great, then you'll have a great day because the inside mirrors the outside. Okay, so if you wake up and you feel like a catch and you feel sexy and you feel confident, then you're more likely to have a success on that date you're about to go on if you've got a date lined up that day. Okay, the inside always mirrors the outside. So pretend you're a catch. Pretend you're a catch until you are a catch. Okay, you might as well fake it till you make it, and you've got nothing to lose by thinking this way. Okay, you've got more to lose actually by continuing to believe that you're not good looking enough and you can't get women or all those kinds of beliefs. Okay, but so you've got nothing to lose to just think differently, to believe differently. You've got nothing to lose. You might as well pretend that you're a catch, because it's way better than pretending that you're not and then coming off as unconfident and you've got low self-esteem. Women are not going to be attracted to that, but women are more likely to be attracted to the version of you that's at least pretending that you're a catch. Okay, so women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So just focus on having fun on dates. Don't be the first one to say I love you or I like you. Just let her be the first one to come up with that kind of stuff. And the same with relationships. Let her be the first one to bring up relationships. Don't try to talk about these things in order to get her to hurry up so she feels the same way, okay? Let her come up with those things. They're your sole purpose on a date. Every time, each time. to just have fun and get her to smile, get her to laugh, and have a great time with you. All right, and you have a great time as well, and just have a blast. Just have that's your only focus, is just have fun. Okay. So another thing then, the last thing that I want to leave with you is all about self-control. Okay, because women are attracted to men who have self-control. Okay, so what does self-control look like? Well, again, it's talking about that women are more attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. So that means you're holding your cards close to your chest before she reveals hers to you. And this also goes with physical touch too. Okay, so having self-control when it comes to touching women too, when the intimacy starts happening. Okay, because women will invite you to touch them because they will touch you first. And it may not be like a big, massive, big gesture, sexual touch. It'll be something like she starts to poke you playfully, or she wants to hold your hand, or she links her arm around yours. If she's touching you, then then the invitation is there for you to touch her. Okay, so if she's going in for hugs and things like that, and she's holding your hand, and she's putting her arm around you, and she's touching your leg, or she's poking you and playing with you, tickling you, it's okay then for you to hug her and to hold her hand. And it may even get to the stage where you can kiss her as well, because if so how does a woman know that how does a woman show that she wants to be kissed? So when you're talking to her, she'll look down at your lips and into your eyes, and down at your lips again and into your eyes, and she'll keep on doing that. She'll keep on looking at your lips, and that means that she's thinking about kissing you. So if you can see that she's doing that, right, then you go in for the kiss and kiss her back, okay, and start to kiss her because she wants to be kissed. Because women won't be looking at your lips unless she wants to kiss you, and she shouldn't be that close to your face for you to even notice she's looking at your lips, for you to realize that. Okay, so it's important to have that self-control and to wait for her to send out these little invitations. So the invitation of, oh, I like you. If she says I like you, you can say I like you back. If she says, what are we? You can say, well, what do you mean? It's just, well, I kind of want to be your girlfriend. You're like, well, that's okay, fine. That sounds great to me. You want to be exclusive? Fine, that's cool. It's waiting for her. That's what self-control is, going by her cues, okay? And all you do is you just escalate it a little bit further. So when let's say she touches your hand, then you go in for a hug. If she's looking down at your lips, then you go in for the kiss. You're just making that bolder move just each time, okay? And if she says that she likes you or she loves you, then just reciprocate if you also feel the same way. And that is how you get a girlfriend, okay? So you remember that women are attracted to men whose feelings are unclear. You realize that it's a mathematical certainty that you can find a girlfriend, okay, if you just keep on dating enough women, okay? And to have that self-control and just wait for her to give you the cues first, okay? So if you do that, then I promise you that it'll be much easier for you to get a girlfriend, okay? And I promise you that if you pretend, even if you just start off by pretending that you're sexy, you're a catch, and you're confident, then things will start to improve for you. And the more you act and pretend that you're that, eventually you will just automatically become that, okay? So I hope you found this informative. If you'd like to get in touch with me personally and you'd like coaching with me, then please go to www.christinelovich.com. And just pick whichever coaching option works best for you. But I know the economy is not that great right now, so if you want to coach yourself, then you can easily just go and read Attracting the Beautiful Woman of Your Dreams, again on my website, www.christinelovich.com, link in the description. All you have to do is go to the menu on the website and click on the book, and it'll take you straight there, and you can read it for free, okay? And if you also would like to, it's available on the website, but again, it's not necessary. But I've also got a Dating Basics for Men course. It's about 40 minutes. It's in a similar style to these videos here on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, then you can get that as well. But like I said, that's not necessary because you can easily just get all the information that you really need in this book. You may just need to read it a bunch of times so it gets ingrained into your brain. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.